Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sacred Stones Point by Iron Man, where we have survived the initial onslaught of reinforcements and also drained Selena of all of her boltings. Now it's just going to be making sure that I don't mess up anything too badly as I move forward in getting everyone across the river and to finish collecting things. I completely forsook the villages. The pirates and bandits are going to annihilate them, but no one's dead, so that is honestly probably the better alternative. Do I just send Ephraim there? Probably. Yeah. This seems like a let's do Iron Lance and the Kyle support. I don't think we need to try and go for Dragon Life just yet. Let's see. Garrick is stuck. Now let's take you here. We'll move Mulder just over one. I can't use Garrick as of like with last episode because Garrick is too many points. However, actually I should have left Franz back there to support from pirates. But Tethys is fine for the deployment slots. And now I just have to focus on getting getting Mulder promoted. You have a little bit of extra range. Anything dangerous, get to that troubadour. Doesn't look like it. Do I... Yeah, I think we just javelin this. For right now, this energy ring will go to the convoy. It will likely go to Vanessa. However, that's not guaranteed just yet. Oh, you've got the dragon spear. That's going to be something that I want. Let's have Kyle move forward. Natasha will stay here. Mulder, I guess, will just heal up Franz. I don't need to worry about like grinding staff rank or heal stuff like the staff rank will come. I don't really need to worry about getting it, grinding anything with Natasha. Do I want... Actually, those guys are probably just going to come across the river, so I'll just have Colm and everyone be ready over here. Do you have anything? You just have a Thunder Tome that just has a mild amount of crit rate. I do need you dead, so I guess we'll have Garcia over there to lure and use Mulder to, because as soon as Mulder hits 10, he just gets to go to Bishop. I don't think there's a point in trying to wait for Mulder to promote. I think just getting him to Bishop so that way he can have attack, access to Slayer, and 6 move, it's definitely going to be worth it. Dragon Spear is going to be an amazingly big help. Not necessarily this map, because there's not any wyverns, but come the desert, it's going to be huge. Do I just send Garcia this way to go lure the sniper, or I guess how do I... We got Luna. Is your crit 13? Luck is 9. It's 12. I know Selena does not. Okay, so both of these guys have hand axes. Are there any other pirates coming that way? Not really. Killer Lance. Alright. You know, just out of curiosity. No crit. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I think I just hit end turn here, though, because I don't think, like, I just want all of the pirates and bandits to move closer. And next turn I can go. Okay, so those guys don't move. Does Ephraim face any crit? Nope. Right, that's not a good spot. One more turn and those guys will be in good range for that. Do I... Okay, so those guys have 5. Okay, so Cole might need some help with those. So if Cole needs some help, that means I will send... Do I need the killer axe for this? Probably not. Regular iron should be fine. So no one can pick up Garcia is the thing. So I want to send him... You know, if he has his own personal molder with him and he's most likely to get injured, Garcia should be fine. Because Vanessa can still grab Molder. And then, I guess, everyone over here just gets to wait one turn. Oh, whoops. I guess all of them have hand axes. Well, whoops. Okay, killing edge works. Okay, what I don't want is to lure the... well, I want to lure the Great Knight, but I don't want to lure the Great Knight this turn. Alright, this is prime steel sword use for extra weapon rank. Do you have... Okay, you also have a sword, so that works. These guys, I just need to make sure you have hand axe, little weight. All should be good on this front. Ephraim can just move a little bit there, and Vanessa can go either way. Keep forgetting Garrick exists. Like, he's such a good unit normally, but since I don't have the slots for him, it's just not amazing. Hopefully, no, it's the mercenary who has the Zanbato. That's probably S rank axes for Garcia, which is wonderful for him. I think we just heal up and then step forward. Yeah, this guy's got this Zanbato. Yeah, this is Silver Axe time. So the Great Knight, I want to lure him. I don't want him right next to Selena. So probably what I need to do is put Franz here with an iron sword. Alright. Colm does not have a full inventory, so Colm will be poised to steal the red gem, and then you know what? It's one of the uses. And then we'll have Ephraim move up to be... Wait. Yeah, that worst is safe. Oh, and then as soon as that guy's gone, then it's going to be a lot safer for Vanessa to move up. Because Vanessa does not have a ton of defense. Nice one-shot Garcia. I'm not too concerned about Silver Axe uses. Thank you for your donation to the cause. Oh, I guess this guy doesn't move. Well, if you're not gonna move, can I just hand axe you? Well, that works. And then in this case, I want to see Kyle hammer this guy. Yeah, we hit these probably. This is what we have a dancer for. I forgot. This is why we have dancers. To specifically to just throw hammer shots out there. Wait, do you have the halberd? No, the halberd's in the convoy. No, I think we can give this to Franz. Take the hell. Let Franz get his weapon experience. And see combat. Alright, and Vanessa has enough res that she can do this. I don't know why I said that she has enough res, because it's a lunatome. Oh well. And then... Funny if I just want to check to see what it does. Okay, so... We're gonna need a little bit of extra to make sure that that goes smoothly. Honestly, she's in an excellent spot for that, and it's just Garrick again. Alright, save the Zambato for later. These guys, okay, so they do have hand axes, which is the part. Well, Garcia also has a hand axe, so that's not really a big deal. Alright. Let's see what Kyle does with this. That's amazing. Alright, Kyle, show us what you can do. That is a stellar bonk. Yeah, Vanessa can get this. Nice crit, Vanessa. Yeah, Selena, maybe you shouldn't work for a zombie. Like, specifically, oh, so strength, so behind on strength. No one else is there. You know what, we'll just Iron Man, so it's fine. Ephraim gets to see some combat animations too. And if I remember correctly, this causes everyone to start moving, which is convenient for us. Wait. Yeah, Kyle did get smacked. You know, we'll just keep the hand axe and have Mulder heal Garcia, and then if Garcia gets hit again, then we'll just keep healing. I guess Franz can just hang out here for a moment, and Colm just gets to hang out in the woods, I guess. Actually, Colm can go deposit their gem, because why not? This will be interesting to see how they approach, because there's definitely a whole lot of avenues with which they can try and get here. I guess they're all just going to go this way to Garcia. Okay. Oh wait, this guy's a speedwing. Okay. This should be... We should be able to get Colm across this. Here we go. I can't tell if Ephraim can get across that. Right, all those guys because they have hand axes there. How far can Mulder get? No, Mulder can get there. Vanessa can get Mulder out of there. Ephraim can just slowly walk. No, we'll just do Iron Blade to make sure that that guy, the guy with the Thunder Tome, does get lured. Yeah, we boxed him in. I don't think he can get to Garcia though to bump himself off. Oh my gosh, we got a fresh hand axe? Hell yeah. Alright. Just double check all of the remaining goodies. So it's just this guy with the speed wing. That guy has a steel sword. There is one archer who is not in reach of anybody. Nice crit, Vanessa. Thank you for the speed wing. Yeah, we're not concerned about Kyle's weapon ranks, so that works. I'm more concerned. Yeah, I'm more concerned about the Hellfire. Yep, that's a nice one shot. Can Natasha take care of this guy? No. Kyle probably can. I say Kyle's, I click on Franz. Gosh, I'm probably very tired. How close are we? We're getting there. A rank, A rank lances. I mean, A rank sword, S rank swords is going to happen. This is what I get for being incredibly tired and deciding to go through with this anyway. No one can stop Colm. He is the combat rogue. Kyle with another nice level. I think, yeah, Colm deserves that one. Man, Mulder is so close to getting this level. Do I try and stall? Because Natasha moves out of the way. Oh, Mulder just needs one more turn, I think, because there's Tethys. I guess he does need someone to get damaged. You equip the Steel Lance. Well, the Hellfire guy only doesn't have any good. I guess the problem is that they can both go for people, so we'll just take care of this guy. And then make sure none of you are gonna stand in the forest as to not let him get that bonus. And then we'll run around for one more turn. Okay, so it's 48. It's Tethys. Oh, I still have the goddess icon, jeez. There we go. Alright. Mulder heals Colm. Mulder gets to level 10. Mulder can promote to Bishop. All is good. Honestly, one more magic is fine. We'll just give this to Ephraim and bust the javelin, sure. Alright, mission success. We got the Dragonstone. Need to remember to buy extra healing stabs. Let's just grab 2 heals. That should at least be enough to get us through Grotto and through Grotto Keep. Alright. Tethys, where are you? You get to take a balm. We have just enough hand axes that we're just gonna roll with that. I just go with the battle axe. Yeah, I'll take I'll give him the battle axe. Vanessa's inventory is okay. You drop the Speedwing off. It's going to be worth it. What do you have a full javelin. The short spear is probably going to be more useful. There are going to be armor, so the heavy spear is probably going to be useful. Just grab one of those and an iron lance for now. Molder, you get to promote. Bishop time. All right. You get a shine and a restore. Alright, Natasha already has her restore. Just in case, you take a 14 javelin and a fresh. Do I grab a silver sword? Hold on, how much does the iron blade? 12. So Franz can take the iron blade, and you, my good man, take the steel blade because of how heavy it is. Alright, this is going to be very silly. What other stat boosters do I have? So I got plenty of swords, plenty of lances, plenty of axes. Bows don't super matter. I have an amount of ammo that might go to solid later. I've got a Speedwing, Air Crest, door keys. Red gem. Okay, how much is the... Okay, so that's not... So I'm a little bit short of being able to just get Renek. Alright, how much is 200? You know, with how heavy Elflayer is, how much is 600? just in case it's a very weird number, we'll also just sell the 5 javelin. Okay, so I have enough to recruit Renak if need be. Or I can do something cheeky where I steal the member card and then bump him off to get whatever the treasure is. But I think we are all set to just start storming Grotto Keep. Okay. Wait, those 2 are there, so I have 11. Oh, dang. Okay, so I can't bring Tethys. Because Tethys is 1.5, and I really want this full squad. Having 2 restore users is really important in case my staff user gets silenced or berserked. Having a thief is important for all the collectibles. Alright. Okay. Axe guys, Myrmidons, lance guys, axe guys, swordies. Now Renak starts over here, ends over here. Alright. Honestly, I think this is the play to run Ephraim over to this side. Now, why am I fielding Marisa besides that she's cute? Marisa is half a deployment slot, which means if she gets somehow survives and gets up to Swordmaster, that means I have more wiggle room in deployment if people start dying. And that is absolutely going to be vital and wonderful to whatever I'm doing. Ooh, and I get a free armor slayer over here. Okay, so that body ring I definitely want. Yeah, and here are the Berserk Druids. We also have a red gem, and you have a Night Crest, I'm probably gonna lose. Alright. But it is important that I have all of the cash, and I'll come back and I'll get that later. That is just gonna be trouble if I try it early. Alright, let's go. Let's see if this works. Move Ephraim first. Probably should have checked to see if there's anyone who can have him in range. Nothing. Oh. I am not putting Natasha in range or baiting that guy. Natasha can heal next turn. I don't want Franz to just get all of these. I do want Marisa to get up there. And we are going to be stalling a little bit for Ephraim. Alright, very clean first turn. Not that there's much going on, but it's still important to have that. That is some moving guys. Hi, Renak. Welcome. I did correctly judge that you were on the... I did correctly judge the side that you walked in from. Now the question is, how fast are you guys? 12, 12, 13, okay. Not amazing. you just walk up and then hand axe this guy? Yes, you can. That is perfect. Alright, problem solved. Everyone is swinging this way. Armor sling, steel sword. Steel sword. Gosh, that spot. Like, I want to get these axe guys so badly. However, there are a lot of merms right here. Let's just see what your combat forecast looks like. Pretty not great. How does Shine do? That's 13. Okay, so if I put one there, we eat the Iron Axe, but not everyone. I'm pretty sure all of those armors don't move. Actually, that's perfect. Marisa Gaming, let's go. That's amazing, an amazing level up. We take those. Right, I think Garcia just walks up and bonks this dude. Yup. We'll send the Armor Slayer for now. Okay, so theoretically he can get to Marisa. However, I don't think he's going to try. And I know that those big guys don't move. And then just put Colm here, Iron Sword, and Molder's on standby. There we go. Bonk. I think these guys don't realize how hard they're going to get bonked. And I think these guys don't realize how hard I'm running away from everyone on that side. That, okay, we just dodge it. God, these guys have javelins. Okay, that guy only has 5, so I think that means we just, we get rid of this guy with the hammer. You know what, we're just gonna dump the Iron Lance, we don't need it. Alright, so we're not gonna risk lethal on Marisa. So we're gonna heal her up. Then we will go over here and smack this guy. Alright, that is looking nice. Do we just get rid of the hand axe guy? Or do I have the hand axe guy for my friends over here? Well, Ephraim is going to full move. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Honestly, probably worth it to just make sure that this is fully cleared out. Then Natasha just full moves this way. What do you have? Luna. Oh wait, that's a hand axe. Dang it. Oh dang it, I just put coal. Guys. Trade, Lance Reaver. We're not gonna mess around with that. Yeah, there are no accidental slip-ups on that. All those lance dudes. Dang. Please dodge Marisa. Alright, that stinks, bite. Actually, Mulder and Natasha are in range. What do you have? Steel Lance, Steel Lance. Yeah, I don't want her asleep, regardless. Shamshir could just crit. Javelins. Just curiously, how does okay, Armor Slayer just wins, but she has to be rescued out. If we want to catch Renak, we do need to keep moving, and I don't want to split anybody. So I think this still happens. Right, you have the hammer. And you have a heavy spear. Right. Wait, actually, that works. Here, just walk this way. Battle axe. Alright, javelin. Right. We do need to heal Garcia. So probably the thing to do here is just go Shamshir crit. There we go. Trade. Hammer. We'll do that. I guess Colm will just stay close on the side. So I should, in theory, be able to intercept Renak. It does come in and just squish me in a corridor between a bunch of guys. But I should be able to intercept without any issue. And the sleep... Okay, so even though the sleep hit, the sleep is still gone this turn. Okay, so the sleep is gone. I really want that body ring, so we're not going to mess with... accidentally countering him. He could hit, right, he can't hit there. What does Garcia have? Okay. Do I just leave Garcia back for these guys, or do I bring Garcia up here for the armor? I think I'm... Deposit the hatchet for now. We'll grab a bomb. Because I do, and I also do have a half free slot, so I can use Renak. You know what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put F from here on this side. We'll get rid of the hand axe. Well, kind of. There we go. That'll lure one of the longbow guys from the center over. Is this the turn to bust through? He has an elixir. Okay, so that's a lot of cash. Just to... That'd be a lot of work to try and get him. Renak is 1.5 slots. It'd be a lot of work to try and stop him. $13, $11, and you're weighed down. Can I make sure that she doesn't get attacked by anybody else? This guy moves forward, that's not that big of a deal. Colm can just open the door. Right, Franz also needs heal. Actually, I just need to check whether or not these guys have javelins. They do not, so this is safe. I know I did not check to see if I could kill the bishop. I just believe. Actually, how much are you weighed down? It's a lot. We'll fix that. We can probably fix that with Molder. Bronze, how well do you do against this bishop? You face crit. Well, do you do against the bishop? You don't face crit and you just straight up kill the bishop. Alright, that seems like the better play. Get out of here. Still no strength. I guess those energy rings were very necessary. She didn't take damage, and wait, that's 20. Right, no, I can't do that. So we go... You know what, we can do that with the one-hand axe, because that will bait the, hand axe use. Yeah, I think I heal Bronze with Natasha just because she can move faster. And then we just get rid of this guy for the sake of getting rid of him. And then Molder will move here. Trade that up. Shouldn't matter, but we'll be careful with our other potential hero crest user. Alright, hand axe broke, and that leaves it game for Marisa to walk forward and armor slayer that guy. You know, I didn't even check that Myrmidon. But Garcia is doing the world a service. Oh, I guess we're just in Berserk range. That's a lot of reinforcements. Alright, we don't miss 90. We don't miss 91s. All those guys are just steel sword dudes. Garcia just goes that way. I guess we'll just take another, javelin. Wow, still one short. Or do I just leave him there for Garcia? 8, 7, 8. Yeah, especially since that guy's a Lance Reaver. Alright, it's pure water time. You think Colm comes this way? And I think we just throw it at this guy. Alright. Alright, yeah, he backed off, but at least that... like we're in good shape. Vanessa got barely damaged. Probably this, yeah, that makes sense. But this is why we have 2 restore users. You know what? Garcia can go there. Mulder. Okay, Renak didn't move because the corridor was blocked. Let's... He has an inventory that's worth it. Bronze. Get Ephraim back here. Yeah, that's just a... Okay, so for Luna and Steel Lances, we put Ephraim there. We equip the hammer, use a Vulm. These mages are going to be annoying for a little while. Marisa will be here and ready. Colm, I guess, just hangs out. Vanessa also hangs out temporarily. That guy just made the biggest mistake of his existence, walking back into range with 4 HP. And these guys are just going to fall to pieces on Vanessa. then I think that was that all three berserks? That might not have been all three berserks. There's the third one. Uh-oh. Okay, so we go for one more turn. You know, it's worth it. We just pure water up again to make sure we don't take too much damage. Wait right there. That. Bye, sniper. Good level, Garcia. He only does 3 damage to Ephraim. Nice try, buddy. Now you only do 2 damage to Ephraim. If we get hit on a 2% crit, then we get hit on a 2% crit, but I want to see it. Every time. Alright. Marisa is doing just fine. Alright, you get the door key out of here. Right, Renak might have better defense, but Colm has better speed. Killing it. Oh shoot, I forgot to actually trade. Dang it. You get an iron sword back up there. Okay, then after this turn, I think it's going to be a good break time. So thank you all so much for watching. Next time we're gonna try and finish off Emperor Nagard. Yeah, that was I forget what, if it was the randomizer or the FE7 bosses where I used this just like swing to the left technique, but it works incredibly well. Now one of the Berserk Druids is out of Berserks, so theoretically we should be fine in terms of recovery. I also have a bunch of elixirs in my pocket, so Garcia and everyone else should be doing well. And then from the secret shop I can just grab, like, I think it's like 2 physics, or yeah, just grab a couple physics and barriers, maybe a couple killer lances for Vanessa, and we're in excellent shape. Yeah, pure watering was the correct decision to just not take a ton of extra chip because there are so many mages. And there are just so many reinforcements, my goodness. This is why we bought all of the pure waters. A nice dodge. Alright, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!